Now, there are thousands, if not millions of people that try to stop drinking alcohol every single day. And if you're watching this video, maybe you're one of them. But what exactly happens to that drinker? Why do they choose to stop drinking at that moment? Well, if you ask me, there are commonalities between 99% of people that are trying to stop drinking alcohol. The same kind of things just come up again and again and again. So what I want to do for you in this video is I want to break down the key point when things change. I want to talk to you about the moment where they just say, that's it, like I'm ready to do it. And then they go ahead and stop drinking. Because if we can actually bring awareness to that point, to that pivotal point, then maybe it's going to make your journey easier. Maybe you're going to get there faster, because really it's all down to mindset, right? It's all down to perception and emotion and just like, this is the point, this is the time that things have got to change. So if you want to shortcut your journey, if you want to make your journey stopping drinking easier, then just make sure to watch this entire video. And there are really 4 key pillars that I'm going to be breaking down. And I think the last one is actually really going to motivate all of you. I think you'll love the last point. So just make sure to stick around to the very last point. And if you actually want my personal help stopping drinking without AA, without willpower, without rehabs, and you want to do it in a positive, optimistic way that relies on logic and coaching and a really, forward vision, then make sure to click the link in the description. There'll be a short video for you to watch that explains the Sober Clear program and the first principles thinking method that we take people through and how the coaching works and all of that stuff. If you click the link in the description, you can watch that video, and then at the end of the video, you can actually book a call with me and we can explore the program, see if it might make sense for you. But for now, let's get back to the video. So the very first thing that happens to somebody that wants to stop drinking is that the negatives dwarf the positives, or the perceived benefits of alcohol. Now, most people out there think that alcohol does something for them. They think that there's a benefit to consuming poison. If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you know that. That's what most people say when they think about drinking. They think it's a good thing. They think it just does so much good for them. They think it makes social occasions better. They think it helps them relax, gives them confidence, tastes good. They have all of these beliefs that they've got around alcohol that they hold on to. Now, really, there are no benefits to drinking ethanol, right? There are no benefits to putting that stuff in your body. However, the average person doesn't believe that, right? They believe that it's a good thing. However, for most people that have kind of made the decision that they want to change their relationship with alcohol, they want to change their drinking patterns, the negatives in their life are just high. That might mean that health's taken a hit. That might mean that they're feeling sluggish. That might mean that they're not reaching their goals, or their family are getting upset with them, or it could just be a whole range of negatives. Now, what happens is those negatives just become way more apparent, and the supposed benefits are now being outweighed by these negatives. And it's at that point where people really start questioning things. Now, for many people out there, that point doesn't happen for 20, 30, 40 years. I was very fortunate that it was in my early 20s that I knew that. I knew that the negatives were just completely dwarfing any perceived positive. And I started looking for a solution in my 20s. I tried AA, I tried to stop numerous times, and I was under no illusion that the negatives of drinking were just so in my face. Now, this is gonna sound strange, but if people actually realized that there was no benefit to consuming ethanol, if they knew what I know, if they knew that it's doing nothing for them, then from day one, the negatives will outweigh the benefits. But because we live in a world that sees alcohol as a good thing, because we've been conditioned through years upon years upon years of marketing, of media, of people telling us all of this stuff, of us seeing alcohol and seeing it at these events and this person drinking, that person drinking, because this has been happening for our whole life, we see a benefit to consuming it. Now, people that see the benefits outweighing the negatives are never going to question their drinking patterns. You might watch this video and you might think that I'm just crazy or something because I'm saying that there's no benefit to consuming alcohol. In your mind, you might be thinking, well, there are really no negatives for me, but I get these benefits from it. I'm questioning that. I'm saying there are no benefits because it's just a poison, right? There is no benefit to consuming ethanol, the same way that there's no benefit to drinking bleach. And really, there are only negatives. It does nothing for you, and it just systematically destroys your health, your relationships, your confidence, your self-esteem. It just wrecks everything. It does nothing for anybody. And that's kind of why I wanted to make this video, because I want to remind you that there isn't a benefit to drinking alcohol, but it's all down to perception, right? I can say that, but if you don't have that internal switch, and if you don't see that the negatives are there and they're apparent, then you'll probably never question those patterns. Which really makes me move to the next point. And the next point of the video, and the next thing that happens, is most people stop drinking when they let go of the idea that alcohol is a good thing. Now, there are millions of people out there that will never do that. They are never willing to kind of say, okay, maybe what I've known for the past 30, 40 years was wrong. Maybe my perception on alcohol was wrong. Maybe there is no benefit to it, because it's very easy for us to hold on to beliefs, right? Our character and our worldview is so strong for so many people. I mean, so many people would rather die than change the way that they see things. I know that sounds a little bit extreme, but if you think about like politics and stuff like that, once people have kind of decided like which side they're on, they ain't switching. And people will die for these kind of ideas. So beliefs are strong. Beliefs are just deep rooted within us. And for so many people, they're not going to go there with alcohol. They're not going to try and reveal the layers and like peel it back like an onion until they just see it at its core. But when people do that, that's when they stop drinking. That's when they say, it was a con all along, like there was just nothing there for me. And for some people, that's hard. That's almost impossible. Which leads me to the third point. And another thing that often happens for people that are trying to stop drinking is they find a system, they find a program, they find something to follow. Maybe they've kind of had these ideas that I'm describing in the video and they know that they want to make that change, right? Maybe they're under no illusion that alcohol is good, but then they don't know what to do. So then what people do is they'll find a program, like they might go to Alcoholics Anonymous, 12-step program, that they might go to that kind of system. That's something that I tried, wasn't for me, isn't for everybody. They might find a coach, they might read some books, they might find something that resonates with them, but they find something that they can follow that is about not drinking alcohol. And when they do that, that's when they can kind of say like, okay, this is something that I'm doing. I'm following this program. I'm doing this like thing that somebody else has laid out for me, and I'm going to go through with it. They might need that level of accountability. They might need that level of support. And then what basically happens is the person that kind of sticks on that path for years, not the person that has a few days off and then starts drinking again, or a few weeks off and starts drinking again, which is something that I did many, many times. The people that are getting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 years of not drinking, is what they realize is that the benefits of being a non-drinker completely dwarf, just absolutely knock out of the water the benefits of what it was like when they were drinking. Because the people that really embrace this life, the people that really go all in, they commit, they really just start building things, their health starts coming back. They start losing weight. They start feeling better. Their teeth get better. Their skin gets better. Their relationship with their family gets better. Their clarity comes back. They start working better on their business or spending more time with their children, their grandchildren. The benefits of being a non-drinker, they just crush whatever it was like as a drinker. And for the people that stopped drinking for years, they know that the alcohol did nothing for them. It was adding no value. But when they removed the alcohol, that's when life just started. That's when things got really, really awesome. When I got rid of the alcohol, that's when things just started getting better and better. I mean, I've been able to move to Asia and, lived in this amazing villa in Koh Samui. You can see a bit of footage now. I mean, I got into another relationship, started focusing on my health, my fitness, and then I built, Sober Clear, started helping people with this coaching program. And I mean, my life's just changed in every single way from that one simple decision to become a non-drinker. And I'm under no illusion now that the benefits of being a non-drinker completely dwarf any perceived benefit of what it was like when I was a drinker. Anyway, guys, like I said, if you want my help stopping drinking, do make sure to click the link in the description, watch that video, and then you can book a call with me and we can see if the program may be a good idea for you. Hope you have a fantastic day.